Hell yeah. What is up? I wasn't going to do a show, but then I committed on the Black Stream show to do one. So, there you go. Vic Rattlehead, this is for you. Is like White Claw and this shit like the new wine coolers? But woo! Tell you what. Spent the last couple of days watching some of the movies. Well, thank you, James. But there it is, you know. Ugh. I watched Night of the Demon. I have it on DVD from Code Red. It was alright, but I don't know if it's worth $35. The transfer itself, obviously, I mean, it's also like this screen, you know. It's not widescreen, so I wonder if I'll have to take a look here in a little bit for Severin and see if that's widescreen. Hey, Darren. I guess I lied. I am doing a show this weekend. I already had an energy drink, so now I'm going to calm down with a White Claw. So, some news. My nose is crooked. Ugh. Looks extra crooked now. I finally got in Friday mid-morning when I woke up to Severin and made a couple purchases. Let's see. Now you're not going to show, huh? Piece of garbage. The wonders of OBS. Let's see here. Sorry, Gregory. Lewis. Hey, Christopher V. Hey, you're welcome, I guess. You'll wait till the end before you thank me. So, let's see this. I'll just talk about some bullshit and we'll see how it goes. So I got into the site and I actually ordered some. Let's see, I made 2 purchases. I did actually watch Halfway House. It's been released on DVD at some point, and it's like a movie that you would see very heavily edited on, like Up All Night or something, because there's tons of tits, and and it's got a monster in it, Mary Warnoff. So it's very, even though it was made in like 2004 or something, it really feels like one of those movies from the 90s. I don't know if I'll be able to tell you what I got or not. Okay, let's go back up. I think I had the same problem. Okay. Alright. Maybe this is better. I'm going to watch Black Candles because it came out on Code Red DVD, so I'm going to watch it. I know it's not very good. I also watched Ballad in Blood. It was on Tubi, and I really don't know about. I mean, it does got some good nudity in it, but beyond that, I don't know. Deodato's in it for a little bit, which he directed it, but you know. Let me see if I can find what I bought. I know everybody's waiting. Because it's a mystery. Hello, Blair. My favorite Frank Stallone movie. I haven't seen it, but I will say Safe Harbor. If I watch that, I'm sure that'll be my favorite Frank Stallone movie. I went ahead and got the Santa Segre. I didn't know it was 4-disc digipack, so I don't know why. It's an interesting movie, and this will be the last time I ever buy this movie. Fucking T. Oh shit! Oh, I was like that thing that they sold out of it, but they sold out of the other version, which I have. And I made a purchase of something else, if I can find it. Ooh. I got Dana one of these tattoos. I didn't apply it correctly. It didn't really have come instructions, so I guess I should have obviously remembered, you put the water on the, press it and all that jazz, but, whatever. Patrick still lives with the exclusive slipcase with boobs. Poker to the minge, or whatever the English call it. Let's see. Peter Bark's mom is in it. This is a really fun movie. So those are the two I got. And if you hadn't seen if you ordered from them this weekend, or at least, I don't know, at a certain point, they are giving you a $20 gift card for their annual fuck up of the website crashing. If you saw, we tried multiple times for a long time to get on that site. I didn't even make it to. I got something in my. I think I got one in my basket. One time got in the basket, but could never check out. Let me see okay. And there's some interesting stuff. I did get some stuff on Vinegar Syndrome, which I think I announced, or if anybody gives a crap what I bought. But I bought Ebola Virus, which is a crazy movie, but I did not know it was a 4K when I bought it, which is, that's what you get when you stay up too late. Yeah, Abe. I was hearing someone else on another show talk about that. And yeah, I know. So bad it's good. I think they should have picked one title like, Phantom of the Mall or Eric's Revenge. It's not like Master and Commander Far Edge of the World, or whatever that was. So I got that one, and obviously I got Trauma. Yeah, it would be interesting in seeing it all cleaned up, because obviously that showed on Joe Bob a lot that I remember back on the drive-in days on the movie channel. So I didn't purchase the crazy New York Ninja versus the New York Ripper. Didn't get TC 2000. Sorry. This one is, I've seen these films in the past, but it's been a long time. I definitely wouldn't say no to it, but, I had to make some choices. And I bought Graduation Day slipcover for Dana, because I got her the movie, so I might as well get her the slipcover. It was funny because I told her, I said, they're going to sell a slipcover for Graduation Day. And she goes, I really don't spend money on that. It's just a piece of cardboard. And then when I showed her the picture of the slipcover, she goes, ooh, that looks nice. And then a few minutes later, she goes, now, if you want to buy that for me, I'd be okay, but you don't have to. So I was just thought that was hilarious the way she did it. And for some reason, I'm not regretting it yet, but I got the Frightmare slipcover. And then I bought something else, didn't I? Mm, mm. Mm, 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 mm. I did buy something else. Shoot. I don't remember. Let me look here. I gotta go to my email because I done forgot what I bought. Darren saying, wasn't Eric's Revenge a remake of... I don't know. I don't remember that, but it could have been. I'm not a big fan, or if we're... Oh, you're talking about the rock and roll Eddie Kerr Trick or Treat. Yeah, that'll be fun. Ooh, I got a gift code. Oh shit. Maybe I got an email from Severin, but it looks like you ain't gonna get it until your order is ready to go. All right. There we go. Ebola virus. I got one of the now out of print champagne and bullets. So, because I want to, I mean, the special features on that have to be fucking crazy, right? If you haven't seen that, that's an insane film. And if you want to check it out, I would suggest you go to some place that has Rare Lust in it. Because that's where I got a copy. But, but definitely decent. But, yeah, I would definitely get that. So, with the Severin giving a $20 gift card or credit, I'm debating what I should get, but I'm really leaning towards the new House on the Edge of the Park thing they got. So I figure it's going to end up costing me about $20 after everything. Yeah, I did too, Chris V. So I don't know if it just name change. I think that's what I have it on as well as Get Even, but I can't say if it's any. It's definitely not a good film, but man, it's some fun shit. Wings Hauser looks like he was obliterated through the entire movie. I kind of want to get the Forgotten Giallo set too, because that's the only one I'm missing. But I'm not really. I've got some of those movies already, and I really don't care to upgrade some of those. My Dear Killer is probably the only one that I've seen, but unfortunately, every time I watch it, after a little bit, I forget who the killer is, which is good because I can rewatch it. But I heard that they're actually going to come out with 2 Giallo sets over the next year, so that'll be cool. I really wish I'd got that. Man, don't tell me they were selling the... No. I already have this, but man, I'd like to get that slipcover, but I didn't get it when it was hot. I got the Malibu High slipcover. That fucking rocks. I was going to check on this and see if honestly this does not have a dub on it. Because, I mean, I'm sorry, but there has to be a different... Thanks, Iceman. You'll be my wingman. 3 different cuts. I don't know if I can do 3. Watch 3. I'll probably try to watch the one that was director approved. And I think that... Isn't that lawyer guy? He sings like at least one song in the movie. With this honky tonk. Yeah, man. This is on Joe Bob, I believe with English subtitles if I'm recalling correctly. So this has got a dub on it. I don't know why they don't include the dub, even if, just give people options. I know he was making fun of old Dracula Wesley was, but I mean, I watched it. This shit was on TV when I was young, so I watched it at least once. And I watched it recently again. I mean, obviously, it's not super exciting. Let's go back to Severin. Hey, Chris V. I don't know. I showed Ebola virus when I was doing the screenings on Vaughn Live, but I really think I mean, both of them are really. I find both enjoyable, but you know, at this point I'm sticking with Ebola. If you're gonna pick one or the other, honestly, Ebola is gonna be insane. So I would definitely go with that. Blair Hathaway has a question of the night. Hey, Chemical Ninja. What is the obscure horror movie autograph that you cherish? I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it's obscure, but Carolina, the main chick from Demons 2, it was been over 10 years that she was at a convention, the Cinema Wasteland convention, and she was there with Lamberto Bava, and I guess she was actually born in America, I think, but she moved to Italy young, so she could speak English and Italian, so she was doing interpreting from them and stuff, but I really thought she still, I mean, I haven't seen her lately in anything, but she's still very hot. She was wearing this yellow, I guess it was, I don't know, it looked like a really shiny raincoat, but I got her to sign my opera DVD, and I just told her I was really happy to see her again in a Argento film. She liked that, and very sweet. And those are really cool memories of some conventions. Back then, there was, you know, I remember it might be on YouTube. I don't know if you ever seen it. It was like it's just like Horror Hound, I think, or Day of the Dead. I think it was Horror Hound though. There was like a rubber band fight, and it had like Ashley Lawrence. Pinhead, Bradley? I can't remember. Sorry, and Tom Savini, and then you have Riario Dato. I can't say it. He was in the middle, and he was like, "What's going on?" You know. And he seemed like a nice guy too. He seems like your grandpa, and that's been a while. I've seen the pictures of him now. He's looking a little older, but still, he looked older then. So, and this is 10 years ago, 12 years ago, maybe longer, maybe another year. But yeah, those things are fun. It's a little different now. I think even then it was a little kind of getting a little bit too money hungry stuff, but not as much as it is now as far as conventions. But those, and Wasteland, back then when I went to Wasteland, only one time I went when I was sober, and I was messed up as hell. And usually, I think I got so messed up that I got lost and don't remember getting to my room. Because I kept on forgetting we were sharing rooms with a bunch of guys, and I forgot my room number. I don't know how I got there, but anyway. Chemical Ninja with a question. Is Ebola better than Untold Story? Well, that's true, Blair. $20, man. That's reasonable. You know what I'm saying? None of this horse shit with pictures and all this other nonsense. But is Ebola better than Untold Story? I'm gonna say yes, but you know, Anthony Wong is really good. I watched a movie of his. I bought it years ago at Wasteland from 42nd Street Pete, which is obviously a character, but called Taxi Hunters, where his we're going back to Cat 3 movies, but it was his pregnant wife gets drugged by a taxi. The taxi drivers must have not wanted to drive people because they certain spots because they wouldn't make any money. So her dress or whatever the fuck gets caught in the door, and she gets dragged down the road, and then she ends up losing the baby and dying, I believe. So and Anthony Wong goes crazy and starts hunting taxi drivers. It's pretty cool. Hey, Johnny. Yeah, John, I mean, you can't blame just Severin. Vinegar Syndrome kind of raised their retail prices, so when you get half off, you're still paying more than you used to. So it is kind of the thing where you're getting a lot. Now, I don't know about, maybe Severin did the exact same thing. You're getting $17 for that, but it's been out for a little while. But, I don't know. They're all kind of, it's almost, the Dollar Tree is now a $1.25 tree. So it's one of those deals. But if you're asking my opinion, if you did buy some Severin, I would probably pick, if you haven't got it, Black Cat is really fun, and it's $15. It's the unofficial third Mother movie, and Lucio Cusi directed it. It's a very fun movie. But, Heavy Trip. I don't know about that one, Chemical. Ninja! I felt like I was yelling a lot during the a Black Friday thing, the stream. But I don't know why, but if I was, I don't know why I was doing it. But, other than caffeine and craziness. I got this stupid sticker. I got this movie and I really grown to not like it. The St. Bernard movie. Very not good. Darren Burrows. There you go, Darren. Also, you can get the Severin stuff at some point from Amazon. A lot less hassle. Yeah. The lame 50% off Criterion Barnes & Noble sale, which, is a little insane. I got me one of these. I was moving I was rearranging back there my Giallo area, my Giallo section, which is the only section I have. And as far as that, and rearranging, but excuse me, I really like this Paranoid shirt. Oh fuck, it's out of stock, boss. Oh shit. Alright, big boys only. Let's look at small. Big and little boys only. And they did sell out of the Summer of Fear Blu-ray, which I'm kind of like, Yeah, I looked at that MVD sale they had. Hey, Dana Lynn. That's Dana Lynn, everybody. She just worked today. I had to go get her. Well, the way you had to grab Brandon. We had a dog fight earlier. I lost money on it, but Dana won.
Steve, I wouldn't say that even if your kid is something like.
No.
Well, Brandon's got a bite on his muzzle.
Oh. What do you mean a bite? Is it bleeding?
Bleeding a little bit, wasn't super bad.
Everybody's saying hi, Dana and Red. That was Brandon, by the way. Reggie's a bad boy. He's locked up for the night.
Well, maybe not for the night.
No.
Until he calms down.
Hope you feel better, Dana, as Darren says. She's not too bad right now.
I got a fleeting headache now. After all that.
You have whiskey, right?
Yeah.
There you go, Dana.
Is that the answer?
It's always the answer, Dana. Always. What's up, Dana? Dana just got off. I'm sure she's gonna watch something that I'll have to turn off later.
I can come in on the tail end of your show.
On the ass end, if you say. It's the ass end segment with Dana Lynn.
Oh God,
She's just like one of the little Amber and Ginger. I wonder if you probably could use that 20% off or $20 off the Nundle if you want to get some of that action. I ain't got it yet. I got to find my habit for the review of the Nundle. It's going to be a lot of White Claw and self-whipping to atone my sins.
He's gonna self-flagellate.
I'm going to flagellate, and I flagellate a lot. Flagellations for everybody. This Forbidden Door movie I've read the description and stuff, and it's pretty insane. If you have Shudder, there's a remake of Satan's Slaves, which is I would definitely suggest the original if is a possibility of purchase, because it's really, especially the cleaned up version, because I've only seen the shitty version. But this is one of the first movies from this guy, and it's really crazy about fetuses and clay statues and stuff. Well, thanks, Chemical Ninja. I'm only 25% of that, but I try to do my best, with the hats. I ain't got too much talent, so hats. Come on, Brandon Lee. Is he the only one?
I think Darcy might have went.
Oh, fuck.
Yes, Darcy.
Lovely. This is the first year I've actually had a little bit of cash to maneuver. So I was very happy. Well, thanks, Chemical Ninja. So far, Chemical Ninja is the star of the night. Yeah, I mean, Darren, I do like the Severin podcast. I listened to the last one where they're talking about the titles for Black Friday and stuff, and I always listen to that podcast. I may not listen to it when it's released, but at least within a few weeks. The Synapse has got a podcast as well. I mean, it's a different, different characters. So, but I would suggest both of them. Yeah, John, there's certain transfers that, I mean, it depends on how much let me get my shit going. I'm going the wrong way because I can't tell which way I'm going on here. There we go. It depends on how much you like the movie, right? You always want to see these movies that you really like in the best quality. So some movies you're okay with because you're not like, I'm not in love with this movie, but I really like it, but I'm not going to keep upgrading it every time there's a new format. Or wait until there's a sale. So it just depends on cash flow and other things, but it's hard to say. Like, some movies I'm just not going to freaking upgrade. Yeah, I did get that Steelbook because I never upgraded to that transfer that he came out with for that they came out with, that new transfer. Then they came out with a steelbook. So I definitely got that. Let's see. And of course, the other news. This shit right here, man. It's like how much is this shit? I forgot. I told Dana about it. It's like $180 for this American Werewolf set. Same. This looks like a Bad Company cover of one of their albums. Oh my God. So they're saying that Synapse and Arrow are getting together to release a 3D thing, or 3 version thing of the Creepers and Phenomenon. They're releasing a 4K of it. And I was like, hello. No, Blair, I haven't listened to that.
I don't know what was wrong with this pizza delivery guy, but he never got to our house.
Oh, so he's here? He
I
left.
think so.
Look at that little girl. I had to order pizza because I forgot to get some frozen pizza. Yeah, they are milking it. It's just like Evil Dead or something. And, oh no, we got howlers. Lovely. But Deadly Games, I don't even remember. I'm sure I've watched it. He's the Bob Ross. Sometimes when I go to sleep now, I put it on Pluto TV and I put it on Forensic Files. And that one dude that narrates that shit puts me to sleep. But, of course, I mean, I'm very, very interested in getting the Phenomenon. Now, which one would you suggest getting? The Creepers or the Phenomenon release? I don't know yet. I'm not going to order it. I'll probably wait till my next payday in a few weeks to order it, just to lock in the price. And Diabolic, my buddy, the big guy, Wes, DeadPit on Patreon, tiers start at just $1. Phenomenon, yeah. I usually go that because, last time they canceled that one, so I'm not a big Creepers fan. I like the Phenomenon better. Yeah. Yeah, John, it was like, I cannot believe this shit's keep happening. Dana Lynn's got some jalapeno poppers.
I don't know what was wrong with that guy. He pulled in our driveway and then backed back out and shot down the road, and then he come back. He was monkeying around out there for 10 minutes.
Dana, that monkeying around. Come on. Is everybody in?
Yes.
Darcy's in?
Yes, I made her come in before I went and got the pizza.
Okay. The pizza saga has come to a close.
Dana's headache's on.
Uh-oh. The headache is going. The dogs are leaving. Go, Brandon. Go. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, I mean... I can't recall. Did this happen last year or the year before? They definitely have to do something. About the server issues. Well, I don't know if it's Italian, Darren. I'm going to watch that Black Candles movie again to see what... Because I really don't think it's that good. But I got to prove it to myself. There's another version. There's 2 versions of Phenomenon. You want the purple version or the purple hands version? I don't know. Ooh, Beast in Space. There's another one that keeps getting released a lot. I don't know why, because I guess it's cheap rights. This is a little confusing to me. Vinegar Syndrome is going to release in a 4K a thriller, A Cruel Picture. But Synapse is releasing a Blu-ray of it. So I'm a little confused. I'm a little like which way my hands go to cover my chin. But Chemical Ninja. Are you in the UK or the US, or where in the world is Chemical Ninja? Because I agree that all those are good, especially Arrow. But hey, thanks, Stream Elements. Hard is capitalized. Oh my, porn version? I don't know if I would ever want to see 70s porn in 4K. I really don't know. But San Diego. A Cali man. Okay. Or Ninja, Cali Ninja. That's cool. But yeah, I've gotten a few of those. Dead Heat is funny. Yeah, it was Joe Bob showed it as well. I don't recall ever watching that, but I'm sure I rented that on VHS. But I don't know. I may have gotten something from Eureka, but I've definitely gotten something from 88 Films.
I got something from Eureka.
Oh yeah, you got the
Fright Night.
Oh, the Fright Night release.
That has the documentary.
Yeah, in 88 Films, the only thing about is the shipping is freaking rough. You are evil, Abe. Now, everybody's going. I was watching one guy on YouTube talking about, well, Steel and Lace is going to be the one everybody talks about from this sale. And I'm like, no, they're not. Because I've seen this a while back, and it's one of those 90 movies that was made, and not a Canadian movie that was really not much to it other than what you see. Tiger Claws? I'd have to look. I need to rewatch one of those, because I know the first and second one played on TNT in the States a lot back in the day. I may have to watch one of those tomorrow for my martial arts Sunday film. Yeah, James, that's weird as shit. I don't know. He definitely didn't see this coming. Maybe there's going to be some kind of showdown in court or something. I don't know, Blair, about a J Real interview. I'm thinking a workout video maybe, but I don't know. Yeah, I mean, imports, definitely they release some stuff that you don't get. I mean, definitely like 88 Films releasing a lot of those Jackie Chan films that are the good ones, are the ones I really like Dragons Forever. And I got the Wheels on Meals. And so, and then they releasing Armor of God, which is fantastic fun. Damn it. We have a fruit fly infestation. Ooh. Talking about the other side of the world. Umbrella. I remember when I ordered from Umbrella those drive-in Delirium DVDs. It took like forever to get here because they were coming from Australia. 4-minute abs. Sounds like something I do. I did that the other day. Rolling Flicks, man. Are they really having sales? Because I just don't see it. I don't see the sale. I don't see the sale. I actually bought this though. I don't know if I gave $32 for it, or $33, but I probably it was in that neighborhood. I did give some money for this. Fury of the Wolfman. It's not a good movie, but still, I don't know. Opera is awesome. Oh, thanks, Chemical Ninja. I may have to look into that. Orbit DVD. Orbit Ninja, as I was going to say. So you have to get some of these things because some of these things are just on Ronin Flicks. Haunt is good. Of course, Opera. North Carolina. I don't know. I'm a little scared about Orbit since they're in North Carolina. Buzz typing is not good. I'm not a good buzz typer. Ooh, Snapshot. Hey now, how you doing? Actually, I was thinking about getting Chinese Boxer, but it was on Amazon US, so I definitely want the that Shaw Brothers set, but I may have to save a little bit of cash. Rare Imports, I definitely want to watch that for this Christmas season. If you haven't seen it, it's a very what place is this from? It's from fucking crazy place. Finland. It's a very unique take on Santa Claus. And I need to watch P2. I have never watched that. And I know it's Christmas-ish related. I'm getting a lot of books here. Here we go. I got posters. That's cool. Ooh. We did a show. If you're on the Patreon, there's Dana's ass.
Don't draw attention to that. Nobody wants to see that.
We did a Eurocult episode on Baal Blood. P2 is really good. Slasher, yeah. I've caught sections of it. I need to really look into it further. Look at that. American Werewolf in London poster. It looks like it's an anime.
That's crazy.
As Dana says, that's crazy. Mystics and Balka is good, but it's not on the Blu-ray, as they say. Lamora is a real fun movie that's Synapse did a long time ago that they say they can't do on DVD or Blu-ray.
Or 555.
Yeah, 555. It's sold out for now. For me to poop on. Oh, I love Rebecca's Favorites. Oh.
It depends on Rebecca's favorite what.
Ty's Favorites is awesome. Let's look at Ty's Favorites. Look at that shit. Blood, exploding blood.
Absurd's on there.
Absurd is awesome. Lizard in a woman's skin.
Audition. That movie's sadistic.
Yeah, but I don't want but fun movie. But this one's awesome too. But I got it. This is super old, man. The a la carte DVD.
Does Carrie have any extra stuff? That's like a Region B one.
You got a computer? You look it up.
Sorry.
I'm this kid. What are you doing? You're chomping down while I'm
hungry.
I'm hungry. This is on my wish list. Maybe I'll get it this year.
If that's what you want.
I want it. I want it all.
Unless it's out of stock or something.
Take it back. And our screening that I don't know if it's online or not. We did a screening for Don't Panic. It's a fun movie. I would suggest that. Definitely, you want to get this for, I believe it's Stone Garden has a musical number. But anyway, it's a fun movie. Grave Diggers, or I'm sorry, Grave Robbers.
Oh, Goblin Greatest Hits.
Greats.
On vinyl.
On vinyl. Look at that. Greatest Hits, 75, 79. Hoos is good. The Criterion, but I would wait for a sale. Fuck that shit. I definitely need a new version of Inferno. But, this is awesome too, is Let Corpses Tan. If you haven't seen it, it's like a later day. I mean, it's like a Italian crime, or a Italian, it's like a policey movie and some other shit. It's very good.
We don't have an Orbit DVD.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that, Chemical Ninja, because my big buddy Wes told me that if I had the hardware DVD that or Blu-ray, that it's usually going for $100. I did get it for free from Severin when I bought something from their table years ago. I gave it to Dana, and Dana sold it for like $90 or $80. But you got about $69 total.
About $70.
About $70. So it's expensive, but it's funny how we got it for free, and then it's worth a lot of money now. And she got some, so that's good. But I would recommend this if you like Italian stuff. It's very cool. I actually don't have a copy of it yet, but I need to. I did get the Lone Wolf stuff because I haven't finished the series of it yet, but
there's Nightmare USA.
Yeah. Perfect Blue is a really... They always say it's Argento inspired and stuff, but I don't know. But I mean, it's a really good anime. It's not your standard anime for sure. I got a DVD of it, so I'm not, like I say, I'm not upgrading everything. It's definitely for $100 or for $29.99 for sure not. Pieces goes without saying, and then Rangoon is awesome. I got the Arrow Steelbook.
Slugs is good. It's sold out.
Slugs by the same director of Pieces. Satan's Blood, I got the DVD of that, and that's one I probably won't be upgrading. Spookies, baby. If you get the spooky soundtrack, you get the spooky theme. Excuse me. I hear a boy. And also, I mean, this is a good one. You can get it cheaper elsewhere, but a slipcase. I don't even know if I got a slipcase, but the Bloodthirsty Trilogy. It's some Japanese vampire films. I don't know. Maybe. I would definitely, if you're interested, you can investigate the internet. If you're someone who lusts for the rare at a .com, then you might find them. But They're pretty good. I liked. They always talked about the last one. I forgot if it's called Evil. I think it's either Evil or Lake of Dracula, but I like that one the best, to be honest. Blood of Satan's Claw is pretty good as well. Oh yeah, Dana's got those as well. The slip. You have the slip covers for Sleepaway Camp 2 and 3, or?
I got slip cover for all 3 of them.
Okay, so yeah, she's got them. They're going for crazy money, is what Darren says, and I heard that too. I got the U.S. release of The Church, so I don't have the Shameless. I do have the Lady Snowblood, but it's not the Criterion version. It's the some company in the UK released it. I don't know if sure it was 88 Films or what, but definitely the first one is the classic, and the second one is good, and I can't believe they're charging crazy amounts for these movies here. I don't know. I think I got a DVD or something of one or all 3 or something, but that's just too much money. I know they're trying to recoup maybe some of the cleanup of it and stuff, but shit, come on now. Legend of Hell House. If you haven't seen that, that's an awesome
that's great.
English haunted house film. I really enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it since I was a kid because it was on TV back when I was a kid. The same thing with Omega Man is awesome. Psychic is good. I've already got all these movies except the Case of the Scorpion's Tail, but that's too much money. Awesome. Twins of Evil. One of the last Collinson twins passed away really recently, but awesome film. Watched it on TV as well, but I got a poster of this, which I was very happy to get before everything went crazy. Corruption of Chris Miller is enjoyable giallo. Yeah, it's pretty good. I haven't got the disc. I got a digital copy. Wild Zero, if you can get it cheap, it's really fun. Create a crazy Japanese zombie UFO crazy music movie. If you haven't ever seen it, it's really fun. We got a file of it when I was younger, 30-ish. And, you got those cert files, and we went in and edited it so it changed some of the towns, and you could you change the subtitles of the film. It was very fun. But I do think I have a DVD of it, maybe. I think maybe it's a burn. It's a rip of a DVD. I'm sorry. Don't tell no one. And then they're saying about a 4K of fucking Dead Alive. And then also, I know Darren might be interested in this about a new Blu-ray from Mondo Macabra, Hotel Fear. I've watched some of this, but I've never watched it all the way. MVD sale, I saw like only a few movies that I wanted to get, so it didn't really. And of course, USA customers only. I mean, I wonder how much this is going to suck some of their sales away, since everybody's going to go, I'm waiting for the 4K of Thriller. I mean, come on. Yeah. About I'm giving a yeah for the Hotel Fear. Dana Lynn, you ready to assume your of your station?
Yeah. I was just actually speaking of hardware. I was trying to get this thing packaged up.
Yeah, Chemical Ninja. That's a fun movie. I watched it a couple months ago. I'd never seen it, but it was definitely good. And then if you're interested in the Still booking My Bloody Valentine. I don't know. We'll see if it's still. And I went back up to 1739. Damn. Let's see. Funk. Dana Lynn. What you got there?
Mountain Dew.
What you got? A Mountain Dew?
And my shirt.
Oh, she got her face on it. Tell them what I was going to say, what I was going to do with the eyes. Can you say what I showed you the other day?
No, I don't remember that.
Okay, that's good. But thanks for showing up and listening.
And by the way, this was not what I wore to work. This is my lounge clothes.
This is Hell on Wheels, this little dog. I know you're seeing her boobs, so I'm going to put her down.
She needs some clothes on. She needs
She's
like 30 bras or something.
She's a hippie. All right, Dana Lynn, everybody. Thanks.
Those jalapeno popper things are good, though.
Are they good? They're poppers and they're
I
jalapenos.
I ate 2 of them.
You ate 2? Lord.
Oh, hi, everybody. I'm sorry that Steve went away.
Yay.
So, let's see. I'm just gonna BS a little bit in here. If y'all want to ask me some stuff, or inquire about, hey Chris V, hey Blair. If y'all want to ask me anything, like when the hell I'm gonna do some live streams again, feel free to ask me. Steve says I have a terrible immune system. I've been battling, I had stomach flu like a week ago, which was horrible. I thought I was dying. And now I've got, I guess, a sinus infection now. I get over one thing and get something else. So, I keep saying I'm going to do, just I want to get back to my 90s live streams, my favorite horror films in the 90s. But in between times, I was thinking about doing like a found footage live stream. Eerie Guts, you miss my videos.
Who?
Whoever Eerie Guts is.
Well, he must be a fan of yours.
Yeah, it says miss your videos. I was sitting here talking about my live streams. But anyway, Eerie Guts, I don't know your real name, so if you've been in there in the chat with a different screen name or something, I apologize if I don't, connect the dots, But oh, they're a fan of both of us, Steve.
Oh shit.
But I know some people don't get in the chat necessarily. They just watch on YouTube or whatever, which is perfectly fine. Some people like to get in there and chat, and other people just like to watch. Which, like I said, either way is fine with me. But I was going to do one, a quick one on some found footage movies, but I wanted to watch a few more before I actually did a more in-depth live stream. My live streams are typically way more in-depth than Steve's are. And I'm not saying that any one is better than the other. Just because I spend more time doesn't necessarily mean my videos are better. It just, Steve actually says I go on too long, but I guess I try to be thorough about whatever I'm talking about. But I want to watch a few more of these found footage movies before I actually do a live stream, so I don't sound like I'm talking out of my ass, and I know a little bit about them. But I will say, and I mentioned this on the last Eurocult episode we did, that I watched the Hell House LLC trilogy. which surprisingly I didn't think that was going to be that good, because I saw little snippets when Steve was watching it, and I don't know, I just didn't get into it. But then one night I just decided I was going to sit down and watch the first one. And the first one I really, really liked the best. But if you watch all three of them, it tends to tie up all the loose ends and stuff.
By the way.
Oh, yeah, if you want something good.
Strawberry C4s are really good, but you can't get them. I couldn't find them singles, so I had to buy a
Darcy, what are you doing?
Darcy, what are you dancing on the rooftops?
She's on Steve's desk right now. Okay. Say hello to everybody, Darcy. Okay, so Erie, you say that, yeah, first time actually getting to watch live. Usually you work and have to watch later at night. Yeah, I completely understand that. I usually have to work one weekend a month where I have to work from 8 to 5, which kind of sucks. But in the library world, generally you have to work some weekends and evening shifts. So usually I only have to work one Saturday a month and one evening shift a week. Tuesday is typically my evening shift, and now that they've been kind of trying to transition us to working more on-site days and getting away from the teleworking a little bit at a time, they're making us come in on our Saturday on-site and our evening shift on-site. So unfortunately we don't get the perks of working from home on those days. Blair, you said you asked Steve this earlier, but what is the most obscure horror autograph you cherish? Oh my goodness. Well, I don't know if I would call really any of my autographs obscure. But you know, I do have some that I have on I guess a higher tier. Some of it's because those people, I really like those people, and those people are no longer with us. People like Angus Scrimm, who I loved in Phantasm. I loved in other things he was in as well. But his portrayal of the tall man in the Phantasm series just kind of cemented everything for me. And so even though Angus Scrimm was much older when I met him and a lot more, I guess, I hate to say feeble, but, you know, he was an old man when I met him. And Steve met him when he was quite a bit younger. Oh, Angus is from your hometown? That's awesome. But his is one I cherish. Let's see. And sometimes it's not necessarily the autographs that I cherish. It's the experience I had when I met them. There are certain people that when I met them, even though I got an autograph too, the whole experience of meeting them was so exceptional. I don't know if that's the word I should use or what. And made me, you know, it didn't make, you know how you meet some people and you've been really looking forward to meeting them, and then when you meet them they're kind of a jackass and it kind of ruins the whole experience for you. And then other people, you just think it's going to be a regular experience. It's not going to be like an asshole experience, but it's not going to be one of those exceptional experiences. But then it turns out to be like, you know, they treat everybody, you know, the same. You know, they don't like gravitate towards one group of people and treat them better than another group of people. Felissa Rose is like that. Felissa Rose is grateful to everybody that she meets, because I saw her meet people that were in front of me, and then she met me, and then I saw her meeting people later, and she treats everybody with the same amount of, I mean, she just adores everybody. Um, and I can't name anybody that has had a bad experience um, with um, with Felissa Rose. Catherine Comey, who was also on, Steve's being sexy back there. Catherine Comey, who was also on Sleepaway Camp, is really super sweet too. I got to meet her. Um, Dean Cameron, if you've never met Dean Cameron and you get a chance to, I highly recommend that. Both Dean Cameron and Gary Riley.
Satan's Pain is back. That's right.
Yay, Satan loves you, bro. 666.
I think he's Sweden. He's up late or up early.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Biggest jackass is Chris Sarandon.
Well, see, I never met Chris Sarandon, so what about Miguel Nunez?
I never met him, but from what I hear, yes.
Now, I'd always, or in the last several years, I'd heard that Tom Savini was a jackass to people, but when I met him, other than him seeming a little reserved, I didn't think he was a jackass. He treated me respectfully, and you know, I'm not saying if you talk to him for a long time you're a jerk or anything, but when I met Tom Savini, I figured Tom Savini's heard everything in the book by now. As long as he's been in the business. So I just told him I was, you know, glad to meet him, and that both he and Dick Smith were a big inspiration to me. I'm still into special makeup effects, but at one time, what are you doing, Steve? Oh, but anyway, Steve was yelling back there, and I don't know what he was yelling about. But anyway, what was I saying? Totally forgot what I was saying. Steve yelling back there got me totally distracted. I was talking about, I'm still into special makeup effects, but there was one time in my life where I was super into it, where I would have loved to have went to the Tom Savini school, if I could have, you know, afforded it. But I told Tom Savini that both he and Dick Smith were an inspiration to me, and he, of course, like I said, he was very reserved. He didn't have a whole lot to say, but he wasn't rude to me. He wasn't sarcastic. He didn't scream at me or act like I was stupid or anything like that. And he took a picture with me, and I didn't have to pay any extra. I just paid for the autograph. The only thing, he didn't want to shake hands, and I don't know if this has to do, you know, anything with COVID or what, but he just did the fist bump. Or maybe that's just something Tom Savini does. For those of you that have met Tom Savini, does he always do a fist bump, or did he, pre-COVID, did he shake hands? Steve, you're on here in the chat? Darren, I love summer school as well, and that's another reason I was so pleased to meet both Dean Cameron and Gary Riley. I mean, they'll forever be Chainsaw and Dave to me. But I have a really cute picture of me with Dean Cameron. I just love it. Laura Marie Taylor, who was in Girls Night Out and Friday the 13th Part 2, she was very, very sweet and accommodating when I met her. Okay, so Erie, maybe that's just something that Savini does. Maybe he would rather do the fist bump than do the actual shaking of hands. I wasn't for sure if it was a COVID thing or not. Darren, I've never met Linda Blair, but Steve did, and apparently what he says is true because I've heard other people say this, that she only cares if you talk about dogs, and um, Steve, are you saying that you want the Satan's Claw necklace, or are you just wondering if I'm getting it? And now you say no, you're a fake account. Okay. Erie, you say Linda Blair wasn't happy when I came up to her wearing a leather jacket. I don't know her stance on that, and she was super awkward. I don't even know if I've seen any Jean-Luc Godard films. I don't know. No necklace. Okay. Um, I will say that, I haven't really met anybody that was an asshole. There have been some underwhelming experiences. For instance, when I met Jamie Lee Curtis, I was super excited. But there were a lot of things working against me when I met Jamie Lee Curtis. For instance, the guy right in front of me had oodles of stuff, and when he was getting ready to walk away from her, and it was going to be my turn, she totally got distracted by this guy dropping all his shit. And then she made some kind of jokingly, hurry up, get your stuff. And then I felt like the meeting was rushed and it was just underwhelming, because not only did that happen, but they were also kind of pressuring Jamie Lee Curtis to get people through the line that wanted the autographs so that she could do this Q&A right after it. And I'm not saying it was poor preparation on the part of the convention. I just think that if you had had Jamie Lee Curtis at any time, eventually it was going to get rushed. And unfortunately, Steve and I were not lucky enough to get tickets that were like early in the day. We were standing in line like 10, 11 o'clock at night in this long line. So I know Jamie Lee Curtis was tired. She'd been signing all day. Um, but I had heard that she actually got to interact with people more earlier in the day, so it's just kind of the luck of the draw there. But she completely wasn't an asshole. She was nice. It was just, I felt rushed. It was like, it's nice to meet you, Miss Curtis, and she signed it. Thank you, and on to the next person. Um, Now, I'm sure not everybody had that experience, and it might have had something to do with the guy dropping his shit that was right in front of me and got everything all out of whack and distracted and all that. Plus, the fact that they were wanting her to do a Q&A. Ted Raimi was another person that was very nice. When I met him, he was not mean at all. But for some reason, it was underwhelming. I don't know what I was expecting when I met Ted Raimi. I've heard that Ted Raimi's kind of shy, and that's probably what it was. He was sort of reserved and didn't talk a lot. And I don't know if I was expecting more from that, but that totally was not his fault. Your personality is your personality. Blair, you say she did a Q&A where she didn't want to answer any exorcist questions. Needless to say, not one question was asked. X-Ray, you say, yo, Daner, finish them cabinets. And Steve said I hadn't. No, I still got three more cabinets to do. Steve, why do you keep asking me? I don't know who these people are. I don't know who Jean-Pierre Zunet film and why. And why it's... Are you talking, or is somebody else using your account?
I think someone else is using my account. I've been watching that movie. I hear you talking.
Okay.
What are they saying?
Well, it says asking me about Jean-Luc Godard films, and is that Wes?
No, Wes is.
And then it said Jamie Lee Curtis would have been great in Black Candles.
That's strange because I'm watching Black Candles.
Steve, are you serious? Are you doing it? Okay, I gotta read the rest of these. Okay, so it is you. Why are you asking
Look
me
like
this?
that person said he drank 2 energy drinks just like me in one day.
Steve, if that's you,
Is it me?
I don't know who else has access to your account.
Just me. Must have been. But I don't remember doing it. Am I having a
Look,
problem?
first of all, are you blacking out?
Am I having a black?
Alright, y'all stop that. Okay, let's see. I don't know, I think Steve's trying to play a trick on me because there's all these. Okay, Erie, you say John Carpenter was the same way. He was eating Chinese food at his table and he'd break and sign stuff and go back to eating. I had quite a bit more interaction with John Carpenter than I think Steve did. I'm not sure why. I mean, I don't think I was more interesting or anything. I had quite a bit of interaction with Bruce Campbell. I don't know how many of you guys have met Bruce Campbell and what your experience was with him. But he kind of kidded around with me and asked what it was like to love a woman named Dana. And I told him he'd have to ask my boyfriend. And this might or might not have been true. He said that a woman named Dana broke his heart one time, and but yeah. Speaking of Angus Scrim again, you know when Erie, when you were talking about John Carpenter eating his lunch, actually somebody brought Angus Scrim his lunch, an assistant or whatever. And I was going to wait to talk to him because I thought maybe he should eat, especially, being an older man and stuff. And he was like, no. He was like, he wanted to spend whatever time with me. And then he said he would eat later. But let's see. Steve says 2 energy drinks in one day. Pray for me. Yeah, I pray for your stomach. Darren, I want to get that new Evil Dead set. I don't know if I'll get it right away or I'll have to wait though. Blair, you say, dang, Steve had me too, haha. X-Ray, you say, this cabinet finishing is taking up valuable hard talk from you. Been months since the last 90s hard talk stream. I know, X-Ray, I'm so bad. And I haven't even, I'll be honest with you guys, I haven't even been out in the garage working on those damn cabinets either. Because it's been too cold for my ass out there in the garage to do that. Hey, Stream Elements is talking again. I'm not Steve, just Zula. JC likes the chicks. I'm in BC, Canada. I'm a Thai hiker. And don't look like Rocky Dennis. Oh boy, I hope what's his face didn't take Steve's account. Because I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. I'm just X-Ray, you say Carpenter loves women named Dana who take years to fix cabinets. Maybe. Even though I wasn't working on cabinets back when I met John Carpenter. X-Ray, you say you should convert your channel to a cabinet finishing channel. Dana the Tool Chick Benningfield. Yeah, but X-Ray, do you think anybody would watch? I think they'd be bored. I don't know. Maybe that is Steve, and he had that White Claws having an effect on. Your screen name is talking about Rocky Dennis.
What does it say? And you don't look like
You
Rocky
don't
Dennis.
look like Rocky Dennis. I do.
You do?
No, you said you do, or whoever that is.
Oh.
Steve, is it really you? Or did Handbrake...
The answer's inside of you. Just think about
did
it. Handbrake.
Steve, I've told you not to put those handkerchiefs
But it's
on the
for
light.
mood lighting.
It's going to catch on fire.
Ah!
It's going to catch on fire.
All right, we're going to catch on fire. Now it's midnight, baby.
Now nobody can see me. Well, that might be better. Okay. And you also said JC likes the chicks. John Carpenter, I guess.
He don't?
Likes the chicks. Yes.
He likes the chicks.
Oh. But,
that's crazy stuff, Dana.
Anyway,
I promote Dana.
Either Steve's playing a trick on me or somebody's hacked his account.
I think I hacked my own account accidentally.
You said you're a tie hacker.
Oh. I don't know why I said that, but...
Is that White Claw affecting your brain or what?
Maybe the 2 energy drinks. What does it say? Needs...
Steve needs them cabinets finished soon. He's running out of room for the tentacle hentais. Oh,
yeah,
Lord.
You gotta hide those things. They're not legal here. If I get raided, I'm going to jail. They're just out in the open, Dana.
When I first started hearing about anime stuff from my brother, he told me about...
Dana's got a small head, y'all.
I can't remember if it was Vampire Hunter D or what. Quit that, Steve. You're messing my hair up. Worse than it was.
Worse, yes, worse.
Thanks a lot. But anyway, I think it might have been Vampire Hunter D or Legend of Overfinger, one of those things. And he said all he was going to tell me was naughty tentacles. So, I don't really watch that much anime. I guess I watched more of it when both my brother and I were still living at home. Now Steve says my hair isn't messed up. Well, yeah, it was after he stuck that hat on there. But anyways, no, I do not. Anime is okay, but it's not really my thing. I guess there's a specialized group of people that like anime. It's interesting for a while, but it's not something I want to stick with on a regular basis. Blair, you asked, do I have a favorite creature feature? Now, are you talking about the classic creature features, like Creature from the Black Lagoon, stuff like that? Or are you talking about any movie that might have a creature in it? That might help me answer it better. Because I'll be honest, I haven't watched a lot of the older creature features. But then there's things like The Beast Within, where Paul Clemens' character basically turns into a giant cicada. And I like that kind of stuff. Or when people turn into giant insects. You say, yeah, maybe more modern creature features, 70s and up. And I mean, I guess you could call things like The Nest creature features, Kingdom of the Spiders. I mean, I like stuff like that, even though I'm absolutely, I don't know if I've ever told you guys this, I'm absolutely terrified of spiders in real life, but I've watched plenty of horror movies with them in. Nah, Steve, I don't dream of being a chick in Humanoids from the Deep. Squirm I like. Even things like Shivers, the Cronenberg movie. I mean, gosh, there's a ton of them. Even like the remake of The Fly with Jeff Goldblum, which Cronenberg also did. I mean, there are a ton of stuff. I have a hard time picking a favorite, though. Favorite for me is kind of objective, because I might say one day one movie is my favorite, and the other The next day, I might think of something else. Grape fantasies. I don't know what Steve's talking about, but maybe he's talking about that movie, The Grapes of Death, or whatever that is. But I don't know. I mean, yeah, I like monster movies. Even something like Grizzly, you could probably call a creature feature. Any of these nature run amok type movies, I love. Uh, Night of the Creeps, yeah, Darren, that's considered for me a creature feature. I like that one really well. What did Steve say? Guy with Romero glasses and black candles.
That's weird because there was a guy in Black Candles who had Romero-sized glasses.
Only it says black. Steve can't spell either.
I can't spell very good when I'm on C4.
Didn't you learn anything from me having a stomach ache from
I
drinking
want a party.
energy drinks?
This is all I can do. I got a party tonight, you know.
Really? Was the pizza good? Did you get some?
It was pretty good.
We're talking about creature features.
Brandon Lee's in her bed.
Oh, Brandon.
And then Darcy's playing with Sammy.
Don't let her play with him too long because they might get too wild. What was that?
He's barking at her because she's up on the...
Well, maybe you better...
Hey! Sammy, don't do that. He's pulling on the cover.
Maybe you better get Brandon in the living room and let Darcy come back in here. Anyway, sorry for the pardon the interruption, folks, because when you got 5 dogs plus assorted other pets in the house, things get kind of hectic. As me and Steve said earlier, we did have a dog fight. Now, I don't know why Sammy's doing that, but anyways. Is Darcy in here now?
Yes, honey.
Okay. But another live stream that I talked about doing and haven't got around to actually doing was one on the shot on video films, because I still have to watch several of these films that are in the book Analog Nightmares, which I highly recommend if you're wanting a pretty comprehensive list of shot on video films. I think this has pretty much got all of them from like the 80s and 90s, I believe. But I do want to be able to do that at some point. It just seems like as fall goes into winter, like, I know I'm coming up with excuses, but you have Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas. And it just seems like from October to December, and through December, I am just super busy with either decorating. Of course, at Christmas time, you got to think about getting gifts for people, and people won't tell you what they want, and then you're kind of having to wing it. Like my sister-in-law won't tell me what she wants. She wouldn't give me any ideas. I said, so I just got to wing it and hope that you like what I get you. Which I don't like doing, but hey, if somebody won't tell you what they want, then what are you gonna do? You want to get them a present, but does anybody else have that problem, or is that just me? Do you have that problem in your families with, like, you point blank ask somebody what they want and they say, oh, just get anything, and they don't really mean that. Nobody really means that. They want you to get them stuff that you like. But speaking of Christmas, I have transitioned over my movie watching from the Thanksgiving movies to the Christmas movies. And I've got a mixture of comedy movies and horror movies. I've got Black Christmas, Christmas Evil, Silent Night, Deadly Night, Silent Night, Deadly Night 2, Silent Night, Bloody Night, To All Good Night, all those good things. Plus, then I've got A Christmas Story, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, stuff like that. Blair, that's actually a good idea. That might be a good thing to get my sister-in-law, because that way she could, if I buy her clothes, she may or may not like it, but if I get her a Target card, she could go and get what she wanted out of that. So that's really a good idea. My mom says that she's given us mostly money this year for Christmas, as she has for the last few years. She generally her and Dad give us $100 a piece, or if we actually, like, for instance, I told her I wanted that new Stephen King book, Billy Summers. So what they'll do is they'll get me that book, and then I'll get a little bit less than $100, and they'll probably give Steve $100 and whatever, and then I think my mother-in-law is also giving us $100, so maybe I'll be able to get me some extra goodies after Christmas, movie related. And I have told Steve 2 or 3 movies I'd like to have that I haven't had the opportunity to buy, but I was just checking the time here. It's now 7:37. Anybody else, or anybody got anything else for me that they want to bring up or want me to try to answer? Or... Good Lord. I can see what Steve's looking at, because he's remoted into his computer back here, I guess.
What are you saying?
I can see you're looking at all these naughty movies.
Where? Oh, shit.
Well,
I was just looking at these movies, not the ones on the left.
Well, there was one movie that looked... Let's Get Laid. That sounds like a sex comedy.
That's my motto.
Let's Get Laid, your motto?
I used to scream at in high school during class. Go, hey, let's get laid!
I don't think so.
Everybody would cheer, and we would all. Little girl.
There's somebody called Pablo Papano in here, Steve, and Evil Abe's Highway to Hell.
Yeah, Evil Abe was...
Pablo says tell Steve to buy his sister a gift.
I don't know about that.
Have you talked about Debbie on here?
No.
Oh, okay. So
you just did, so thanks.
So who's Pablo then? How do they know you got a sister?
Maybe they're just riffing, Dana. They're just throwing out stuff,
Okay. I'm just asking.
I'm just telling you, okay?
Maybe it's Wesley. No, I'm kidding.
Are you kidding?
Pablo says he should know better what she likes.
I got her this great movie. It's called Saint Bernard.
Oh, God.
With slipcover.
Don't anybody watch that movie. I thought it was going to be about a killer Saint Bernard, kind of like Cujo, and it's not. And it's not.
A lot of woodworking.
Oh, Pablo, when I said sister-in-law, I meant my sister-in-law on my side of the family, not Steve's side of the family. So, yeah, sorry for the confusion there.
Oh, sorry. We're back in order. Sorry for the confusion, everybody. We're back on track. Let's talk about horror.
No, I guess I got everybody confused there, because I said sister-in-law and I didn't specify which side of the family.
Penis and balls and do the dance from...
No, don't do the Silence of the Lambs dance. No,
I would
please.
do me. Here's another film from Vinegar Syndrome. Suggestion would be Secta Sinistro.
That's a weird movie.
It's a crazy film. If you're looking into crazy nut stuff.
Crazy nuts?
Nut stuff. like nuts and stuff.
Like your balls?
No.
I'm just playing around with Steve because he's not only has he had 2 energy drinks, but he had a White Claw as well. So
I'm perfectly normal. I'm just being a funny person. I'm being entertaining.
And I'm not. Oh, Steve, you know somebody could have like jacked off and then touched
There's a token from 42nd Street that they used to buy
at
for
a peep show.
So it's probably got DNA all over it.
Gross.
That's why it's in this package. I won't get the syphilis.
So you won't get semen on you?
I don't. You're so crude. I won't get the diseases, the gonorrheas.
And well, I hope it doesn't have AIDS on it.
The herpes.
Okay. Darren asked if I keep my movies separate from Steve's. Yes, I do. Because basically Steve has no organization. His organizational skills are for shit. And you cannot find anything in his movies. The logic behind the movies right behind me, which are all Steve's, heaven help you if you're trying to find something. So yes, Darren, basically so I can find my shit is why I keep this stuff separate from his. Satan, you say we want Steve to strip to goblin music. Steve, you gotta strip to goblin music. He might do that for super chat money. I don't know. Darcy doesn't like that. That's creepy. Okay, Steve, go. Anyways, Evil Abe, you say, I think y'all are both great. Been watching this channel from the jump. I love every one of y'all, and y'all make my day better all the time. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you, Evil Abe. Erie, you want to know how I organize my films? Okay, I work and have worked in a library system for over 20 years. So, needless to say, I think like a librarian when I go to organize things. So, my movies are by alphabetical order, and I used to separate them out into genres.
They're separated by the Dewey Decimal System.
No, not the Dewey Decimal, but they are in alphabetical order, which means I know exactly where something like My Bloody Valentine is. I can go to the M's and find that sucker. Steve, on the other hand, would stand in front of the shelf back here for 30 to 45 minutes looking for something. Now, my books, I know you didn't ask me about my books, but my books are a little bit different. I collect Stephen King books, and I have them in order by the publication year, which is slightly different. If it were in a library, the novels would be in order by the author's last name. So the Stephen King books would be in the case. You say, I love you all. Well, we love you too. And I don't know what all that barking was going on in there. I don't know. I thought maybe Steve let Reggie out. Reggie's been in timeout in his crate since the fight broke out between him and Brandon. Erie, you say you figured with your background in the library you'd have an easier way to find titles. Mine are jumbled by studio, and it's an organized mess. Well, yeah, Erie, that's probably what I would call Steve's an organized mess, because he claims that he can find stuff. Now, alphabetical order works perfectly for me, because if I know the title of the movie, I'm going to know where to find it on my shelf. Satan, you say, I think Steve is the werewolf as in Silver Bullet. He do shit at dark hours. Maybe. Blair, you want to know what the first horror movie I remember seeing at the theater? Well, I don't know if I can remember the first one I saw at a theater, but when I was a kid, not tiny, but a kid, my parents would go to a lot of drive-in movies. This was when there were still a lot of drive-ins around and open. And they would go quite often. So probably one of the earliest ones I remember there is like something like Prom Night. I remembered pieces of Prom Night when I watched the movie years later on VHS. I remembered like the beginning part where the girl falls out the window and things like that. I also remember movies like Death Ship. And there was some vampire movie that I remember as well. But yeah, my parents actually saw, quite a few cool films at the drive-in, even without me, prior to me going, like Gates of Hell, City of the Living Dead. My dad talked for years about that movie, and I thought, oh man, I've got to watch this movie because I must have missed out on the greatest movie ever made. Then years later, I got to watch Gates of Hell at a drive-in in Indiana. But unfortunately, the big Bob drill to the head scene was sadly missing from this print. And fortunately, though, my parents got to see it in all its gory glory at the drive-in because the print that they saw actually had that. And my dad talks about the head drilling scene. He talked about the maggots flying through the window. I don't know if he talked about the girl puking up her entire intestinal tract, but I do remember the head drill scene being mentioned, the flying maggots, stuff like that. So I guess technically the first horror movie I remember seeing at a drive-in that I can really logically remember seeing is Prom Night. Let's stuff right now on Black Candles. We're not going to talk about Black Candles, Steve. I don't want to talk about Black Candles. Darren, you say your first was Phantasm 2. I didn't have a clue what was going on as I had not seen the original. I love them now. Yeah, that's the thing about the Phantasm movies. As Joe Bob said on his show once, they don't make a lick of sense. And I guess if you're trying to think too logically, they don't make a lick of sense, but boy, are they fun. And they got that cool-ass car. Whoops, hit the microphone. They got the cool-ass car, the Hemi-Cuda and all that. Yeah, and an awesome set of characters. Steve's asking, Summer Camp Girls from Vinegar Syndrome, your thoughts? Steve, I don't know because I ain't seen Summer Camp Girls, unless you're asking everybody else in here about Summer Camp Girls. I have no idea. Beastie stuff now on Black Candles. Okay. Steve's lost it. He's gone. Black Phillip is hardcore. Hey, I like Black Phillip. That's one of my favorite things about the movie The Witch is Black Phillip. I actually wanted to get this shirt that said Black Phillip is my spirit animal, but I was almost scared to get it because people get so offended by ridiculous things that I was afraid somebody would think I was a Satan worshiper or something if I got it. But I do have the Funko Pop of Black Phillip, though, which is pretty cool. So, let's see. Did I have anything else I wanted to talk about? And I don't know. I rambled on here for, I don't know, probably almost an hour or so. But I'm probably gonna get off here soon because it's time for my my old man Bassett Brandon to get his sleep medicine, because since he's got to be a certain age, he doesn't sleep at night without medication, and he will keep Steve and I up. And
Black Phillip's getting some poo-tang.
okay,
Woman poo-tang, Dana.
it's probably one of Black Phillip's relatives. If it's
And guess what? This goat has a goatee. Ain't that crazy?
Darren, you say probably get done for racism wearing Black Phillip on your shirt, probably.
That's coming soon from shop DEADPIT.com.
A Black Phillip shirt?
Hell yeah.
There is a shirt, though, that says Black Phillip.
How about a purple Phillip?
What about hot pink Phillip? Ew, don't lick me, Steve. You smell like beer. Darcy don't like that.
Oh no! Oh, by the way, Reggie is loose.
Is he behaving himself?
He's in the bed. They're both in the bedroom.
Who? Brandon's in the
Bedroom.
bedroom?
Reggie's
Well,
in the bed. He's all right.
As long as they're not trying to fight each other. So
I'll fight him. I'm gonna stir him up in a minute, but I'll wait.
No, don't do that, please.
All right.
Well, hopefully there'll be no more dog fights this
Unless
evening.
I can make money off of it.
Steve, who are you? Oh, what's his face? You know, like, get in trouble for dog fighting. I got a question for everybody, and this is not movie related, but what's everybody's favorite kind of pizza? I mean, where do you like to get your pizza from? Because we just got Papa John's tonight, but normally we get either Wick's Pizza, which I think Wick's is kind of more local, so a lot of you may not have a Wick's Pizza. Blair, you like Papa John's? We got Papa John's tonight, but like I said, we usually get Domino's or Wick's. Domino's, though, or our Domino's, I don't know if all Domino's are doing this, but like the ones that would deliver to our house, they're not doing the online ordering, which sucks. They just suddenly started doing that. So I don't know if it's a computer issue, they don't have enough people working, or what. But I don't know what good enough pizza is, Steve. But I generally, like, if I'm not getting Wick's, which Wick's is a little more on the expensive side, but it is excellent pizza. So if you're ever in the Louisville area, I would highly recommend Wick's. We actually have 2 Wick's pizzas here in Louisville. We have the original one in the Highlands, and then we have one at Hikes Point as well. Erie, you say Mod Pizza is a new favorite. I don't think I've ever had Mod Pizza. Maybe I need to try that. Darren, you just get locally a place called Grill and Bake. But you usually prefer burgers and kebabs. Well, that's interesting. I like kebabs too, but I don't have them very much. And I don't know, I used to eat a lot of burgers. And I'll still eat them occasionally. But it's generally not what I order when I go out to eat, or we get something delivered. Although I don't know how many of you have ate at Five Guys, but they have excellent burgers and excellent Cajun fries. You can get regular fries, but we usually get the Cajun fries when we get it from Five Guys. And I think there are Five Guys, like, I don't know about England or the UK, but in the United States, I think there are several Five Guys. And then occasionally I will, get some ground beef and make hamburgers at home. Put all kinds of seasonings and Worcestershire sauce and all that stuff in there and make them good. And then throughout the summer, a lot of times my dad will barbecue. So if we come over to visit my parents and Dad happens to be grilling out, he'll just grill out for everybody, makes hamburgers, hot dogs, sometimes chicken. I just made you hungry, Darren. Yeah, I know. The more I talk about this food, I'm going to end up going in there and getting another piece of pizza. Plus, Steve got these jalapeno poppers that are good too. Trader Joe's frozen pizza. You know, Blair, I haven't been to Trader Joe's in a long time. I may need to, I think the last time I was at Trader Joe's, I'd gotten a gift card at a Christmas party, and I got several things with that gift card. Like this soup that I got there, I think it was some kind of like tomato bisque soup, was really, really good. Seeing as you worked there, Blair, you might know what I'm talking about. I think it came in like a carton and just basically heated up, but I mean, it tasted to me as good as homemade. Because I've made some tomato bisque soup, and this tasted very similar to what I made. I'm big on soups, in case y'all didn't know. Steve won't eat soups. He'll eat chili and occasionally stews, but not soups. You know, I like vegetable soup. I like chicken tortilla soup, tomato soup, you know. Basically any soup you throw at me. I even made celery soup once and thought it was good. And especially, you know, like now when I'm having a sinus problems, just something warm and brothy and flavorful. That's just the right prescription for me when I'm not feeling 100%. So, anyway, I'm probably going to have to wind this down because it's almost 8 o'clock. And like I said, my old man dog, he's got to have his medicine at 8 o'clock or around 8-ish. If nobody has anything else they want to bring up or ask me or anything, I'm probably going to have Steve cut this off for the night. But if you got something to say, speak now or forever hold your peace. Give it about 30 seconds or so.
It's better to fade out than burn away. Thanks, Blair.
Thank you, Blair. Steve sounds like he's cutting my throat. I don't know why he's doing that. But, thank you, Erie. Erie says, keep up the great work, you guys. Glad to finally catch you all live. So I guess, thank you, Darren. I guess I'm going to let Steve cut this off and y'all get to hear the creepy Kentuckian talking
and the Wesley.
Maybe Uncle Bill.
And the little Uncle Bill. Hey, Darren's there. We're going to be doing Night Train Murders next weekend. So, on the Eurocult podcast.
Yeah.
So, be on the lookout for that. So, peace out. Thanks, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Hope you had a fun time.
Up your butts. Like, subscribe, and if you subscribe, here's something else you can do. Once you subscribe, you can click the bell notification, right? And it'll notify you anytime that Dead Pit puts up new shit.
Or don't. I really don't give a if you do.
I want you to. I don't care. Let's keep our community growing here on YouTube.
I don't like it. I don't want you to do nothing.
Listen, they need to do that, pal.
No, don't you dare touch it.
Thumbs up, subscribe, and click that bell. Thank you to all of our supporters on Patreon. DeadPitOnPatreon.com is the only place to check out a complete archive of the old Dead Pit radio shows all the way back from 2005 on, in addition to the midweek shows and fan commentaries, exclusive podcasts, and much more. Dead Pit on Patreon.com if you're interested. Tiers start at only $1.